Hey guys, so this week's topic is Signed You a Gay. So here goes number one. Okay, so when I was about 8 or 9, I had the biggest crush on celebrities like the Olsen twins, Hilary Duff, and I was just absolutely in love with them. I had every Mary-Kate and Ashley DVD, book, posters, and Hilary Duff. I had all her posters, DVDs, even had her first ever perfume, and I've still actually got it. I've still got like a tiny little bit left of it, and I was just absolutely in love with these girls. Number two is I think I secretly liked a lot of my my girlfriends in primary school, and I was crushing on one of my teachers. She was called Miss Sharman Hall, and I used to get extremely jealous when she gave the other kids a lot of attention. She had an obvious favourite in the school, which looking back, that's not right because teachers shouldn't show favouritism so much, but she did, and it was a boy, and I was just so jealous that she showed so much favouritism to this guy, and I just wanted to be him so I could have all the attention of her. So yeah, number three is when I started high school, I felt like I was in heaven because I went to an all-girls school, and of course, for a lesbian, it was great at first anyway, and I was crushing on a lot of the girls there. I didn't really realise at the time, I just thought they were really attractive and pretty and blah blah blah, but I did actually fancy them, and I used to flirt with them and everything. And there was a lesbian couple in year 11, and when I found out about them, about 11 or 12, I was absolutely fascinated and amazed, and I wanted to know all about them. And I remember the first time I saw them, um, I said to my friend, "Why is there a boy in this school?" And she was like, Portia, that's a girl." And ever since then, I was like, "Oh my god, wow!" And I wanted to know everything about them, and I used to just, yeah, that was it really. I don't know, but yeah, number four is when I was around 14, Shabby Katchadorian entered the Big Brother house. If you don't know her, you should Google her, but yeah, she's a lesbian, and she was instantly my favourite person in the house, and she'd be my favourite contestant in the whole of the Big Brother series that I've seen, and I was just absolutely in love with Shabby. I used to stick up for her, blog about her and everything, and she spoke to me a few times on Twitter and Facebook, and she followed me um, on Twitter as a birthday gift because we share the same birthday, and she messaged me as well, and I was just absolutely over the moon. I was screaming and I would not stop talking about it, and I think that's probably the time when I realised, man, maybe I'm not so normal. But I didn't think too much into it. Number five, I used to go to the library and I used to look for books about lesbians or just books about girls. I didn't want to read books about a girl and a boy, and oh, he loved her and blah blah blah, and she fancied him and stuff. I wanted to read stuff with one girl and another girl. I could never find any, and I was always so disappointed. And so I just carried on reading about Hilary Duff and stuff. But yeah, I think there should be more lesbian books like available, because I had like a list of lesbian books I wanted to read, and I went to WH Smith and Waterstones, which is a bookstore in the UK if you're not from the UK, and they never ever have any of them in stock, and it pisses me off so bad because I don't want to order books from America and whatever, and it takes like 3 weeks for it to get here. I want to read it now, so I think that's a thing that should be said. There needs to be more lesbian books. Okay. Okay. Um, where was I? Okay, number six. When I moved schools, from the girls' school I went to a boys and girls mixed school, I made a friend, and I'm not going to name names, but looking back, I think I was slightly in love with this girl. Um, I just I spoke to her like every second on MSN, and I wanted to see her all the time. And I got jealous when she spoke about boys, and I was totally heartbroken when our friendship ended. I used to cry, and I was just so upset. And obviously, that's not normal for a friendship to react so like badly about that. I was just totally brokenhearted. And I came out of the closet a few years later, and my mom was like, when I first met her, she was standing on the doorstep. She looked like a lesbian, and I thought you were a lesbian couple. She was not a lesbian, by the way, but yeah, I really liked this girl, but I didn't realise it at the time. Number 7, I started to imagine myself with girls at night time, not in a dirty way, might I add, not gross or whatever. Well, it's not gross, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I used to make up love stories about me and girls, like I don't know, me and Avril Lavigne or something, and I didn't really understand what it meant. I just didn't look into it, and I thought that was something normal to do, but it is normal for me, but for a lot of people that would be considered not normal. But yeah, number 8, I've never been interested in boys. Like, I mean, I used to love the Jonas Brothers, Zac Efron, Taylor Lautner, and Justin Bieber, but I could never imagine kissing them or sleeping with them. And the thought of it just always grossed me out. You know, like, I just could not imagine myself being with a man or marrying a man or having a boyfriend. It just seemed like the impossible to me. Yeah. So number 9, I never ever wore dresses or skirts. I still don't now. Or pretty dolly shoes. I dressed like a proper guy when I was younger. I wore baggy trousers, skateboarding tops, boys' shoes. I took up skateboarding as well. Even when I was little, my mum told me that when I was like 2, I used to refuse to wear skirts or dresses. No, that was a no-go area. I would not wear them. I was a proper tomboy. I played basketball and football, and I just didn't wear skirts or dresses. And people always used to ask me, Portia, why don't you wear a skirt? You look so nice in a skirt. And I'd be like, no, me in a skirt. No, what the fuck? No. Yeah. 10, I guess that's when I started realising I wasn't normal. It wasn't normal to fantasize about girls, Google female celebs every day, and try and hire out books on lesbians, and be so fascinated with girls holding other girls' hands. So I started to Google it. I had my own laptop then, and I told my friend Elias, and I guess that's when I realised I like girls. But because I loved Bieber so much, I was kind of hoping I wasn't a lesbian. So I came out as a bisexual first, and I thought, if I love Justin Bieber so much, I can't be a lesbian. But yeah, I was wrong. I realised I loved Bieber in a way that I admired him and I found him inspiring, but I also wanted to be him so I could have all of the attention of the girls. So yeah, I think that's about it. There's probably a lot more signs that you're gay, but they were my signs, and there's probably more of them if you spoke to my mum or something, but I can't remember them, so that's about it. So yeah, thank you for listening to my boring video, and you can follow me on Twitter and Tumblr, and yeah, that's about it. So bye.